Orlando and a board member of the Human Relations Diversity Board for the city of Okie. Welcome to the table, the amazing Marlyn.
Well, good evening, everyone. Good evening, Ashley. Hello.
Yes, hello. I'm so excited to have you at the table. I know that you're going to leave us with some amazing nuggets tonight. So please tell us, Marlyn, about your amazing entrepreneur journey.
Well, I mean, in a nutshell, it really started back in my undergrad. I've always been passionate as far as working with people. Always been engaged in some level of customer service, and also had an interest in sales. So initially I went ahead and did the business ad, but going into that particular pathway, I kept myself open to how else it could evolve. So yes, I started with the corporate America. I was fortunate enough from the get-go after I did my undergrad, I worked for this international company, amazing company up north, that allowed me to travel internationally and also understand different culture and different type of people. And that was one of the major nuggets that was instilled in me that led me to years later to be able to start MJ Solutions. So with MJ Solutions, it came about as far as me having a vision to provide certain type of services and provide some solutions to people who I saw were in my network that I dealt with every day, but I wanted to be at the liberty to customize what it is that I was offering to them. So being able to launch MJ Solutions allowed me to do just that. So this was the beginning of it all.
I love it. So, Marlyn, yes. you stand behind your motto, create yourself, where
Indeed.
such has fueled your passion to continually evolve and deepen your found belief in practicing a holistic approach to living.
Correct.
So please tell
Correct.
listeners more about your vision, about your motto, create yourself. Tell us more about that.
Sure. So I was fortunate enough, Ashley, growing up in a family wherein my dad was around, my mom was around, so I had both parents around. And my father was very hardworking, so he would come home and really open up to me and my siblings as far as the value of work was and how much he was giving up in himself in order for him to actually build a legacy for the family. He also was an avid vegetarian, so at home we talk about health, we talk about the balance of living a healthy lifestyle and be able to work and just trying to balance things in life. So looking at that particular aspect of what I was exposed to at a very young age, I began to understand the importance of showing up for yourself, the importance of having opportunities coming up to you and making something great out of those opportunities, right? So when I use that motto, create yourself, it comes with so much behind it. As an immigrant, I understand what it meant by me being in this greater United States and all of the different resources, the different opportunities that came to me, and what it is that I, Marlyn Bonzil-Juste, was willing to do with them. I was not waiting on anybody to hand me anything. I didn't need anyone's permission because I saw it coming into fruition by the way that my parents did their own pathway. So coming in here, I was already in the pathway of, okay, opportunities are there. I'm just going to go ahead and show up a step at a time and actually believing in what it is that I'm capable of doing, still putting myself in a situation where I'm a student, I'm learning every day, but however, I did not need anybody or do not still need anyone's permission in order for me to pursue such path.
I love that, showing up for yourself and not waiting on anybody's approval. That is so important because I really believe a lot of people sit on their dreams because they're waiting on somebody to approve them, right? And they're worried about what they say.
Correct. Yes, indeed. And that's a disservice we're doing to ourselves because at the end of the day, everyone's vision and whatever that they will project out there, whether to someone else or even to themselves, is really limited by their own fear, right? I mean, I can have the best meaning and the best wishes for you, but I'm always going to project what it is that I personally I've experienced or I've been exposed to. You cannot give what you don't have. So if I'm going to wait on so-and-so to actually tell me, hey, this is what I believe, this is how far you can get, then I'm doing myself a disservice, a huge disservice, because, again, I'm not trusting my own path. I'm not trusting my own vision to fuel me into whom it is that I want to become. So
I love that. And let's talk more about that, Marlyn. Why is it important for us to consistently create our own opportunities? Why is it so important to be consistent with that, with creating your opportunities, reinventing yourself? Why is that so important?
Well, there's one statement that I keep in my office, and kind of like be like a gentle reminder over time. It goes something like that. I may not quote it directly, but for one of us to make it through, 100 of us have to try. I, again, have many layers of who I am, right? I am Black. I am an immigrant. I'm a female. I'm such and such. So I understand what that means, because there's so many things that had to have happened for me to be where I am right now, for me to have the opportunities that I have right now. And so many of my ancestors or people that have come before me on multiple levels, multiple avenues, that has led that path or opened the door, opened that window. So if I am here where I am at this moment, giving the fact that I understand what it took, the different history, the battles, the fights, the people who have lost their lives, just for me to be able to have the mere opportunity that I have today, I cannot and will not put myself in a position where I don't take those things in consideration. One. Second, Ashley, I also have my children. I have 2 boys. And as an individual who has been blessed to be alive, blessed to be healthy, blessed to have other people pour into me, other people give me opportunities, I cannot do that for my own personal path, but even for the legacy that I'm leaving for my own children. I cannot do that to my community. I cannot do that for my immediate family who are all counting on me in one way or another. I must contribute much like those who came before me contributed. So it's a path that didn't come overnight, obviously. As an individual who have different experience, who also have grown in my own faith, because God has taken me through several different paths and several hurdles that He has pulled me out of, I do not have the leisure, or I cannot be put myself in the situation where I don't take those elements in consideration.
I love that. And thanks for sharing that and putting some light on that, because it's so important for us to create our own opportunities and be consistent about doing that. So, Marlyn,
absolutely,
you are the founder of Your Best Life Self-Care for the Modern
Yes.
Woman Conference. Yes. So please tell us more about your amazing conference and why, and give us some strategies on self-care.
Yes. That's actually, baby. You can hear that I giggled. I got excited.
Yes.
when you brought it up. What I aim to be, what my passion is, and I work at this every day, is to go beyond just being an inspiration to others. And again, that starts within my own home and outside of my community, but to also be a community contributor. And what that means is, if I've acquired different knowledge, acquired different information, or I've seen different things happening around me, and I just keep those elements inside, I don't share it with individuals who can benefit from it, then I should not have a part in this community. I should not call myself a leader. I should not call myself an entrepreneur, etc. When you take on those titles, you have a responsibility to others, to your community. So with Your Best Life Self-Care for the Modern Woman, we're going into a 3rd year of workshop. So what we aim to do when we put the different workshops is to have a combination of the whole holistic, the mind, body, and soul. Again, I mentioned that I grew up in a household where one parent was vegetarian, vegan. So early on, I understood that health is wealth, as we preach it so often, but people are not willing to actually make the sacrifices of taking certain steps and giving up of certain things that are easy for us to access in the U.S., but that are detrimental to our body. So if I'm working on a legacy, if I'm working on longevity for my business, for anything else that I may be doing that's giving back, I always have to remember the body, the temple. If I'm not pouring into that, then I'm cutting myself short on anything that I may be doing and willing to give out to other people. So the whole aspect of ensuring that I'm spending time on my body, I'm putting in the right elements into it, also making sure that the health, the mental health part of it, which I know these days, thank goodness, is becoming something that a lot more platforms are talking about. There's a lot more lights, and thank God for social media. We're having a lot more resources that are being made available to people to understand how important mental health is, right? So this workshop is something that I've been curating in order for it to when you come in, you remember the importance of just, go ahead and put aside all other elements, going back to the foundation of what it is that you need to work on while you're working on your billion-dollar industry, and not to forget to keep those things in balance.
Yes, I love that, because that self-care is so important. We can't pour into others if we're not pouring into ourselves and taking care of ourselves. So thank you 100%. For creating that space and creating an amazing conference. And how can people attend your conference every year?
Very good. So what we do, we choose the month of March because it is the National Women's Month. So every March, we actually put this event together. Generally happens toward the second weekend of March. So this in 2020 is happening on the 10th, which will be a Sunday. So you could follow me on social media. We'll have the Eventbrite link that you could actually register. We would have the different experts that are going to come out to present. So it's really, if you can picture this, Ashley, you get to actually come in, not in your, workforce or clothing or Sunday best clothing. You actually come in with your jogging, with your yoga attire, with your exercise attire on. You get to sit down and listen to a fitness expert provide information beyond what the different techniques that they use. You get to listen to mental health specialists also talk about that, a nutritionist to come out, and we may even have a wealth advisor also come out. So when you come in, you actually sit down, listen by going to the workshop, and you get to also do some exercise. You leave there with some true elements that you can immediately implement in your day-to-day. So the best way to find out about it every year, because it happens every March, follow me on social media as Marlyn Bonzil-Juste, and you'll find the link for Live Your Best Life Self-Care for the Modern Woman Workshop.
I love it. So please attend and support this amazing conference. Marlyn is doing some amazing things. So Marlyn,
yes.
You are the visionary and founder of MJ Solutions LLC consulting firm. So please tell us more about your company and how we can support and purchase your services.
Very well. So if you are in the Central Florida area, that's really where the territory that I provide for services can be to either a law firm or different providers, specialists, meaning it could be a MD, it could be a chiropractor, or it could be an orthopedic, a neurologist. Those are my network that actually provide services to when it comes to business liaison, business development, and marketing. So if you are in Central Florida, please reach out to us. We do a one-on-one. Everything is curated, customized rather, to the particular business. I did point out the fact that my specialty is in personal injury. That has been what I've been focusing in for the past 4 years within that particular market. So please reach out to me. We'll be happy to. My team and I will be happy to sit down and have a conversation and see how we could help your business grow.
I love it. I love it. So definitely reach out to her. So let's talk about awesome. So Marlyn, please tell us more about your book, Broken Chains.
Yes. So we had a group of ladies last year who actually came together, and we were all sitting and having conversation as far as our different backgrounds and the different challenges that we've all been able to overcome. So this book is really what we call anthology, which is a collaboration of eight women that came together, and we shared our stories. We share details of things that we've never revealed before. And so when you purchase this book, you're actually getting stories and getting different empowering elements that could help you whether or not you've been in an abusive relationship. There's been domestic violence. I share my path when it comes to being a young girl who migrated here in the U.S. and having to being separated from our parents, and my different paths, the different hurdles that I had to face when it comes to the school system here, when it comes to starting new jobs. So you get an overview of that walk of life that I had to actually go through. So it's an inspiring book that's able to cater to many different individuals from different class paths.
Love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So please tell us how we can buy your book and support it.
Very good. So it is on Amazon. Also, if you go on my social media page, you will find the link that will take you there directly. You could also send me a message. Let me know, hey, Marlyn, I'd like to get the book. I'll get your address, and we'll send you a payment link, and you'll be able to get it directly from my team. So there's multiple ways that you can actually access aspects of book. So it's a very, very, very special project that we were able to put together. Been very successful. We've had the opportunity to speak with multiple platforms simply because, again, this book is a collaboration of different stories and how, as an individual, you'll be able to find strength in overcoming. And it's an empowering type of piece.
Awesome. So please go support Marlyn, her Broken Chains book, support her conference, support all the great things that she is doing. She's an amazing woman, as we all can see. So Marlyn, I asked my guests all the same question. You built multiple tables for yourself. So how did you create your seat at the table? The perfect question for you.
Yes. Well, it's what I tell people. There's this whole thing as far as, having an opportunity to let people in or be part of circles. It's all good, right? The whole thing is once you have an opportunity, like a door is cracked open and you're actually in that room, the next step is really on two elements. Does that room itself provide you the right area, the right, I don't want to say temperature, but the right path to actually enable you yourself to grow? Are you just being accepted into that room, or are you really into the opportunity? Do you really have an opportunity to be fully taking as a bio member, right? And then are you then able to grow within that circle? So it's no longer just enough to get into a room and be able to be there, but then to really actually make sure that this is an environment that you, personal growth, will be able to develop, and that you can truly give back to whoever else is in that room. So as an individual who have learned, because you have to go through different experience to understand the difference there. As an individual who have gone through different paths and different experiences, I've learned that the best way to actually create my seat at the table is to do some homework. Understand what it is, that room that you're going into, what the values are, what the mission, right, of the group in general is. Does that align with what it is that I'm looking to do, or where it is that I'm looking to get to? Now, if you can answer if those questions can be answered positively, at that time, once you get in, boldly, boldly take your stand. You're not there by chance. You're not there because you feel that somebody's doing you a favor. No, you are in that seat because you are called by God to be in that seat, and you've earned your right to be in that seat. So once I'm at that seat, and I believe that this is an environment that would foster or is in aligning with what it is that I'm aiming to do, listen, that's it. I
love
am
it.
there for that purpose, and on when is my time to then go to another environment, it will be that time. But while I'm there, I do not look at for other elements, but that I'm here and I have a purpose to fulfill while I'm there.
I love it. So I ask all of my guests this question as well because embracing the process is so important, right? Because it's important for us to get to the next level. So
absolutely.
What did failure teach you?
Well, it does teach me a few things. To be humble, and also that there are multiple ways to get to a final destination or get to a goal. So a lot of time, right, you may sit down and you draw a whole plan out, and it's so clear. You get ideas from people that you think as mentors or successful individuals, and you have those ideas planned, written out, and you're ready to move forward. And then that falls through. So that really keeps me humble and also keeps my creative juice going, because then it forces me to realize that there are other ways to actually achieve such goals. In a nutshell.
I love it. So what did success teach you on your journey?
That opportunities are there all around us. Whether I choose to actually sit in a room and close the door, don't get out for days, or if I choose to step outside and go for it, it's still out there. Whoever's willing to tap into it, whoever's willing to mentally, physically, because you have to, after believing that it is there, you have to take the first step, right? You have to take multiple steps afterwards in order for you to continue to show up. I believe that success is there and is reachable for anyone and everyone.
I love it. So definitely connect and follow Marlyn. She's, like I said before, she's somebody to know, somebody to connect with. So, Marlyn, we are less than a couple days away from December. We are in the fourth quarter. So what can we expect from you the rest of 2019?
What you're going to see more these days is actually a lot more community engagement. There's been a lot of people that have come to me on a personal level or just by the different groups that I'm part of to tap into what it is, how they could actually join forces with us. So collaboration, community engagement is what you're going to see for the rest of the year. So I'm excited about that because what I've learned throughout this year is to be grateful of different opportunities, different doors that I've opened, and also of the tribes that I've been able to grow, right? I call them tribes because it's been clusters of individuals, both male and female, that I've learned to actually get to know, understand their path, understand their own personal goal, and understand characters, how we are aligning with what it is that I'm looking to do for myself and for my business. So a lot more community engagement you're going to see throughout the rest of the year because I push that a lot. So you're going to see me doing that and just collaboration.
I love it. I love it. So I want to congratulate you in advance for all the great things that you're about to birth and do this year to finish strong and in 2020. So will you please tell our listeners, Marlyn, how they can follow you, connect with you on all social media platforms?
Absolutely. So on Facebook, you can find me exactly as Marlyn Bonzil-Juste, and Marlyn is MARLYN, Bonzil-Juste. You'll find me there on Facebook. On Instagram, you'll find me at MJ.Visionary, the number 1. So MJ.Visionary1. You'll find me as that on Instagram and also on Twitter. You find me as that. So please reach out to me. You could email me. You could DM me, send me instant messages. That way, definitely respond within 24 to 48 hours with any questions and any type of collaboration or any suggestions of anything else that someone may have in mind. My goal is to definitely continue to embrace what my calling is and be able to collaborate with individuals who are looking to do the same, empower people by sharing my story on different platforms and be able to help someone else pave the way.
Awesome. So make sure you connect with her. She's definitely somebody to know. She's definitely a trailblazer. Marlyn is definitely somebody to connect with listeners. So make sure you follow her and support her and all the great things that she is doing. Marlyn, thank you so much for coming to the table, taking time out of your very busy schedule to come and share this amazing knowledge that you shared with us tonight. And I cannot wait to invite you back.
Excellent. Thank you so very much, Ashley, and your team. It's been amazing. And I love the title of this show. It's something that I'm really passionate about as well. So keep it up. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you to all the listeners. Love you all.
Thank you so much. And I can't wait to look forward, to continue to work with you and collaborate with you in the future.
Yes, likewise. Looking forward to it.
Awesome. So I would like to give a special thanks to Tammy Collins-Marquis and John Schamberger. I would also like to give a special thanks to author Kimberly McLemore and my intern Sarah from Tennessee State University and my intern Vontaria from Winston-Salem State University. You all may follow me on Facebook at Ashley Little and on Instagram at _Ashley A. Little. Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Creating Your Seat at the Table, where Ashley speaks with corporate professionals, celebrities, entrepreneurs, authors, and speakers who are transitioning or have transitioned to entrepreneurship.